After reading the next two paragraphs, 18 and 19, you should be able to answer the question on the next slide that asks why Chavez chooses to criticize the governor. Paragraph 18. In 1982, corporate growers gave Duke Mahan $1 million to run for governor of California. Since he took office, Duke Mahan has paid back his debt to the growers with the blood and sweat of California farm workers. Instead of enforcing the law as it was written against those who break it, Duke Mahan invites growers who break the law to seek relief from the governor's appointees. What does all this mean for farm workers? It means that the right to vote in free elections is a sham. It means the right to talk freely about the union among your fellow workers on the job is a cruel hoax. It means that the right to be free from threats and intimidation by growers is an empty promise. It means that the right to sit down and negotiate with your employer as equals across the bargaining table and not as peons in the field is a fraud. It means that thousands of farm workers who are owed millions of dollars in back pay because their employers broke the law are still waiting for their checks. It means that 36,000 farm workers who voted to be represented by the United Farm Workers in free elections are still waiting for contracts from growers who refuse to bargain in good faith. It means that for farm workers, child labor will continue. It means the infant mortality rate will continue. It means that malnutrition among children will continue. It means the short life expectancy and the inhumane living and working conditions will continue. Paragraph 19. Are these make-believe threats? Are they exaggerations? Ask the farm workers who are waiting for the money they lost because the growers broke the law. Ask the farm workers who are still waiting for growers to bargain in good faith and sign contracts. Ask the farm workers who have been fired from their jobs because they spoke out for the union. Ask the farm workers who have been threatened with physical violence because they support the UFW. And ask the family of Rene Lopez, the young farm worker from Fresno who was shot to death last year because he supported the union as he came out of a voting booth. Ask the farm workers who watch their children go hungry in this land of wealth and promise. Ask the farm workers who see their lives eaten away by poverty and suffering.